This is my car key. It opens my car so that I can get inside of it and drive it, which I really like doing. It's kind of a fun alone time when you get to listen to music and drive around, see things, and also sort of just driving itself. Not that I do that, but kind of driving kind of fast, getting into corners and shit. Not that I do that. I just fantasize about doing that. Yeah, which is also very fun because it's like something I think I might be good at. Somewhat. No, what? If that's how I'm gonna explain, I shouldn't start with this thing, which is fucking illegal. Just going for like a fun drive around, not like street racing, okay, but just just driving around for fun, not with a destination. At night when there's nobody else, just go somewhere like in the village, somewhere like just outside the city, roads that nobody barely used, so they're like fresh and there's nobody there. Very, very nice. Very. It's kind of like a meditation, in a sense. Makes me feel good about myself, like that's something cool that I can do, so I go and do that. The point here, not the screwdriver, but just tools in general. I like fixing things and taking them apart, and if I'm lucky, fixing them. Like the aforementioned car, for example. Well, I can't afford to go and fix it with everything that breaks there. And it's fun, it's not something everyone can do, which that's how it makes me feel better.
Is it like a kind of a meditation for you?
Oh no, definitely not. It's pain, it's torture. But having done that, you feel pretty good. For example, a car, it's very hard to fix it, and barely anyone does it, but it's like fun because you get to take it apart, you get to learn exactly how it works and down to the smallest details. And you save a lot of money, which is nice. Yeah, not only cars, by the way. I like electronics sometimes, rarely, but sometimes. And not like random things around, because I just like fixing things. I guess in a sense kind of like balances out my like when I'm not feeling very good mentally, like usually being angry, and sometimes I accidentally break things. Fixing things maybe kind of balances it out. Like I fixed as many things as I broke, so it's fine, I guess. But taking things apart most of all and finding out how they work, and then fixing them is basically a bonus, really. This is a mouse. I call it Jerry. I don't actually, this is a joke. I chose it to represent how I like gaming and making games as well. You can see that it's old, I think. You can see that. This is actually my first mouse ever. I found it recently in the attic back at home and fixed it up. I've had a computer since I was 6 or 7, and I've had games on that since then. I'm 25 now, so 22 years I've been gaming, which has definitely shaped me as a person. I decided to try to make games as a career myself, and yeah, playing games, it's kind of both like good for mental health and sometimes bad, because they can make me get raging or feeling like, oh, I should have made that or something like that. You can see like a cool game, but that's like so simple that like, ah shit, how didn't I come up with that? Also sometimes it's nice, like I wouldn't say therapeutic, but it's all kinds of different experiences. Sometimes meeting new people that I wouldn't have met otherwise. I can go on and on about this, about how many different experiences you can have, how many different worlds you can experience and be a part of, which is what I like most about it, about games and making them. The way that helps is usually when I'm just sitting around not doing anything, I feel like kind of like guilty, sort of, about not being productive. So the only way for me to relax and not feel guilty at the same time is to do something like this, basically, because then like I have no chance of being productive anyway, so I can actually relax and actually regain some energy. You can see that I'm using it regularly. More drugs, but not really. It's vitamin D. Basically the weather around here sucks. It's like it can be cloudy and very dark for weeks on end, so I kinda need this to make my brain feel like, oh, we're not in hell, we're still on planet Earth, which orbits the sun. Sort of, kind of, I guess. Yeah, it can go, I guess, instead of, okay, we're definitely underground somewhere and we should stop trying to live. Not certain that it helps, but I guess maybe. I often forget to do this, to take one regularly when it's that kind of weather. No, it helps when I do remember. This is Count Dracula. He's very scary, as you can see. But actually, it's garlic crusher, I think. Like all kinds of spices crusher. Actually, lately I've been using it for nuts, for ice creams, like crush them a bit, and then sprinkle it on top. This is a present from my best friend, Eva, who's not very far away. Literally as far away as you can be while being on the same planet. I've calculated. So that's kind of a nice reminder of her. And I use it pretty often, so I get to remember her often. Look, his head comes off.
Блять. Рассказывай, что держишь? На английском.
This is key. It opens.
Сука.
Especially.
Why do you like driving?
Why?
Yeah, what do you like about it?
I don't know. Бля, я чувствую себя как в том меме. Видела, где чувака спрашивают, типа, у вас есть семья, дети? Он такой, да. А зачем? Он такой, ну как зачем? Ну, вот я себя сейчас так же чувствую, блядь, я не знаю, почему нет.
Окружающий.
Like the screwdriver, because I can fucking stall you with it.
Does that make you feel at peace?
Yes, actually.
You chose this one. Why?
Because this was already disconnected from my computer. I didn't want to climb under the desk to get my actual one.
More drugs.
You should be scared.